Hey everyone out there, my name is Greg Dunnigan. This is my final presentation for GIS 540, GIS programming, mostly with Python, I guess. This is part one of the presentation where we're going to go over what I'm trying to do and the required components. My current job, I'm a GIS analyst for a large forest products company in eastern North Carolina. My users are basic users of ArcGIS, meaning they're foresters. Their primary job is to be out in the field managing contractors and doing forestry related stuff. Their primary job is not to be in the office doing data conversion and messing with ArcMap too much. That's my job to make their lives easier. So in this project, I'm trying to make their lives easier in regards to data conversion. So I will open up Python and start going through the scripts that are going to make their lives easier. So I have a PYT file. So this is a tool which can just be inserted as a button in ArcMap. And I'm doing some stuff to get the tool ready and named right. I've got some parameters, the update parameters, where it can control which fields are enabled and stuff like that. I've got the actual parameters, or 5 of them. They're relating to whether they're importing or exporting, or what type of file they're working with, and where they want to put it, or put the outputs. And down in the execute statement, we're passing all those parameters in, and then it's either running an import script or an export script, and there are procedures in those scripts that relate to the 3 different types of data: KML files, GPX files, and shape files. When they're importing KML files and GPX files, they can import a single file, or they can import an entire workspace full of files, and so they don't have to do them one at a time. When they're working with shapefiles, if they're importing shapefiles, they're going to be running a fairly specific process that does a bunch of merging and dissolving of GPS data that was collected from tractors. The idea being you're trying to find one final polygon to show treatment area. If they're exporting a shapefile, they're going to export a shapefile to a zip file, so that file can be emailed out to contractors and to other people easier. So I'll go into the 2 scripts briefly, just to show the basic functionality. First, the import script. I've got the import KML class, where it's coming through, and it can import a single KML file, or it can do an OS walk statement and find all the files to import. Importing GPX works sort of the same. They can import a single GPX file, or they can import an entire workspace of GPX files. Then the import tractor shapes function. This is the pretty specific one, and there is a little bit of hard coding in here where we're doing some buffers, but this is just the buffer of the swath width of the tractor, and that's going to be a static thing. So it's doing a bunch of ArcPy stuff here, and fors and ifs and stuff like that. Over in the export statement, I've got the 3 classes. I've got an export to KMZ class, or procedure rather, and an export to GPX procedure, where they're going to export to a GPX or a KML file. The export to GPX will handle point shape files and line shape files. So if I keep coming down, here's where I'm building the GPX files. And then the export to zip file exports it to a zip file, and then cleans up the workspace so that you're left with just a single zip file. Another requirement of the project was to have a button. So if I come to the customize, I can show how the button gets added. I come down to the bottom, geoprocessing tools, and add. I'll give this a second. I've got a PYT toolbox, and my conversion tool is in that toolbox. So if I just say add, my tool will get added. My tools toolbar is not turned on. So I'm just going to add it into my tools toolbar. Say text only, just so it looks like that. And so now I have a tool that we just added. If I click my conversion tool, it comes up, and we'll show the usage of this in the next one.